Hey, Ollie here, yet again, in gorgeous Gunnersbury Park. It's pretty windy, pretty chilly, but it's quite a nice day. It's quite mild anyway. What am I talking about? I'm talking about anxiety. I'm talking about how to help, how to, not cure, but how to relieve anxiety with a simple perspective change. I've experienced social anxiety quite a lot in the past, and it's been quite crippling. But one thing I have found to really benefit me, both long term and short term, is to make friends with the anxiety that is appearing in your experience. Usually when anxiety occurs, we take it very personally indeed. We say we shouldn't feel anxiety, we ask why we're feeling anxiety, we create a story about ourselves which doesn't feel great. A story of lack, a story of, in a sense, that we're not doing something right because we are feeling this anxiety in some way. And firstly, guys, your mind at that moment, your mind is just a threat perception system. It's perceiving threats in your environment. So all that's happening doesn't need to be thought of in any more depth. It doesn't need to be thought of in any other way. It's just your mind is a tool. Your mind is an instrument that you possess, that you own. Your mind is just a tool, as I previously said. And all that's happening is, it's just a little bit too fine-tuned in that moment, you know? It's a little bit too sensitive. That's all that's happening. It's just seeing a bunch of things, thoughts are coming up, perceiving threats, and it's releasing cortisol, stress hormone. It's preparing you to either fight or run away from the situation. And let's think now, guys, if it didn't do this, we could get ourselves in some really dangerous situations. If it didn't do this, then we wouldn't be motivated to flee dangerous situations. And we wouldn't feel that rush either. It's the same sort of thing. It's why people enjoy being scared. It's why people enjoy base jumping and extreme sports such as that. Because it's a rush. It's just a different kind of rush. And the only difference is we deem it desirable when we do this on purpose, rather than in social situations or before a presentation or before you go into work, that sort of thing. We deem certain types of anxiety desirable and certain types not so much. Anxiety is appearing in your experience to help you. And it's part of the mechanism, it's part of being human in its entirety. That's all it is. And humans wouldn't have evolved to the point where they are now if we didn't have this mechanism. If we didn't run away from a tiger, or fight our way, or fight for our other members of our species, or other members of our tribe. If we didn't do anything like this, if we didn't experience this fight or flight mechanism, then we wouldn't have evolved to where we are right now. Your mind, when this is occurring, is just trying to help. It's doing it, if you want to put it this way, it's doing it out of love for you. And it's awkward and it's difficult, I fully understand, because it's not as if you are a computer and it comes up with an error code and you can search through the error code online and you have a rough idea on what to do. Because sometimes when it's happening, you don't know. I get it. Trust me, I do. In social situations where I didn't know many people, my mind would get race. My mind would run to thoughts such as, you know, do they like me? Am I saying the right things? What should I say next? Think of some questions to say next. And all these other things. And we're just perceiving threats. Perceiving threats to personal ego as well as the body. So make friends with it, first and foremost. When anxiety appears in your experience, approach it with curiosity, without judgment, without being harsh, without blame, without creating a story that is unnecessary. When you create the story, you make the problem worse. Simply say, there is unrest appearing. Notice how I didn't say, I am anxious. That's very personal. say there is anxiety appearing. Why is that? Breathe, focus on your breathing, and just allow it to be. When we judge it harshly, when we resist what's going on, we create more of a problem out of it. Whereas when we just allow ourselves to experience what comes up, we lessen, we relieve the effect somewhat. And when our minds are working a little bit more on point, we can then change the situation and adapt our environment, just so our minds don't perceive as many threats. Hope that helps. Hope that thought made some semblance of sense. And if you want to, guys, could you do me a favour? Could you, if you have some tips that have helped you with anxiety, please pop them in the comments below, because if people come to this video, they are most likely coming to this video to relieve their anxiety, as the video title would suggest. And this tip may not help everyone. Your tips might. So I would like people to come to this video and get some sort of relief, whether it be from me in this video or your comment below. I would massively appreciate it. That would be beautiful if you could do that. So take care of yourself. Click like, and if you want to watch more of these videos in the future and not miss any, click subscribe as well. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. I'm on like 20 at the moment. But yeah, if I could get to 100, that'd be amazing. Take care of yourselves. Have a nice day. Peace and presence to you. Goodbye.